In this video, we will cover how to use the capacity report for liaison staff. So you can access the reporting portal from the SIMS LibGuide page. Here we are viewing the liaison page of the Procure resources. And then on the right, you can scroll down the menu towards the bottom of the page, and you will see links to instructional videos and the Procure reporting portal. So if we click on the reporting portal, this is where we can access the capacity report. This portal sits outside of Procura and has been built specifically for requirements around what we need to access in working with Procura. So we're looking at the capacity report. This is a list view of the screen, but you can change your view to a tile view. So just to open the capacity report, click on that report and the reporting window will open. As you can see, it's indicating the capacity report here. You'll see that there are a range of filter options that we must select in order to load the report. So the first couple of options are start and end date. The default start date will be the current date. And then I would suggest for liaison staff wanting to look at admissions for a client, you may want to put a week's worth of dates in terms of the range. So that's what we'll display now. The next filter is the hide exclusion area filter. This should default to yes when you open the report. Liaison staff should always select yes here. And this just means that in terms of capacity and the areas that we would accept referrals in, you don't want to see exclusion areas. So those areas are areas that we don't normally admit to, for example, a CNC staff member or similar roles that we don't do admissions for. Then you would need to select the region that you're wanting to do the admission for and check capacity. So we make a selection from the drop down. The next filter is select lat area. So using the drop down arrow, make your selection for all and do the same for the next filter, which is selecting the sublat, select all again. And then finally, the filter across to the right. If you cannot see the full screen, you can hold your mouse and scroll along the scroll bar at the bottom here. And the final filter, select all again for employees. And then the View Report tab is what you need to select. And this will load the report based on the filter options we've just selected. As you can see, it's displaying the capacity report. And there is a legend that appears here, which is color-coded. So red is overbooked, meaning that there is no capacity to take a referral for that given date. If it's green, it is underbooked, or meaning there is capacity to take a referral for that given date. So what you see in the view at the top here also is just the selections we've made in the filters. It's just displaying that information for you. And you can scroll down using the right-hand scroll bar. And you will come to what's called a region total in the capacity report for the selected region. So for the selected region, you have the dates appearing at the top based on the date range you selected in your filter options. The region total gives you the total capacity for that given date in hours and minutes. So in this example, this region is overbooked on the 23rd of the Feb by 40 hours and 14 minutes. And then as we proceed and look at subsequent dates, you will see that is in green in terms of total capacity, which would mean that you can accept a referral on the dates where there is green capacity in hours and minutes. At present, you would need to use current business rules for determining acceptance of referrals and discuss with the site regarding referrals when necessary, as is current practice. So this displays the total region capacity. If you did need to drill down further and look at a work group level, you could do so in the capacity report, and you could select the plus icon which appears next to the region label in the department column, and that will expand that region selection. And if you scroll down or arrow down, you can see each of the work groups appearing as indicated. And each work group in this work group level has a work group total in terms of their capacity for that work group in the region. And once again, the green would mean that there is capacity to take a referral at that work group level. To go back to the region total, you would just hit the minus symbol against the region, and that will return you to the region total for the dates indicated. There is further explanation of the totals displayed in the quick reference guide on the SIMS Guide page, so refer to the liaison page for the capacity report quick reference guide. However, just briefly, total available will mean that for the range of staff working on that day and the shift time that they are working, this is the total hours available. And then total allocated means the hours and minutes of visits that have already been scheduled to those available staff. And total unfilled will be any visit that hasn't yet been filled to an employee and area. We just need to also consider that in the capacity hours that are available. So when scheduling a admission visit in terms of accepting a referral, you would look at the total capacity hours listed for the region. If you did want to refresh the report, you could select the refresh button here, or alternatively, you could select the View Report tab once again, and it would reload the capacity report for you. Okay.